So I was looking at the Koenigsegg CC850 transmission layout the other day, and something occurred to me. And I feel like an idiot for having not thought of this before. And I'm sure many people have had similar experiences looking at this transmission, because, damn. It's kind of obvious, some of the advantages there. But it occurred to me how easy it would be to actually make, in your own garage, a transmission with sort of any range of gear ratios that could actually handle real amounts of power, uh, without having to machine gears or figure out a casing or anything like that. All you would need would be motorcycle sprockets, a few chains, and some uh, clutch packs, and like a strong enough frame to hold a few little axles for all of the sprockets. And you could do the same thing. You don't have to have intermeshing gears like Koenigsegg has. You could have, sprockets linked by chains, and then clutch, a series of them. So yeah, that was like, damn, damn, that's a nice solution right there. You could step down the technology and just home fabricate your own transmission with any gear ratios you want. That's awesome. Certainly for like a motorcycle engine, you could handle that up into couple hundred horsepower, because that's what all that equipment is designed to handle, right? Their motorcycle chains are designed to handle. Or I mean, you could use, if you wanted, you could use anything else. You could use intermeshing gears if you wanted to, if you had the ability to machine them, or you wanted to pay for those. But the idea is, like, sprockets are cheap, and you can get them in almost any number of teeth. So yeah, and clutch packs are relatively cheap. Like, so you could build out a full-on 5, 6, whatever speed transmission with pretty cheap parts that you could maintain and modify yourself at any given point, using more or less Koenigsegg's um, basic design principles here. And we have clutches. So yeah, all the chains are always running, and all we're doing is we're engaging uh, sprockets with the shafts. That's it. That's it. Damn, damn. I've had it in mind. I noted it a long time ago when it was in a very early stage, but I've had in mind to build out some sort of little tractor sort of machine. Probably like a half track. Um, Lately, like, my concept has been sort of an interesting combination of multiple things. So sort of like the base machine might be like almost like a cycle cart, right? Like, um, sort of like an old school looking race car, right? Where you might have, like, the front end carries the engine or whatever, and you sit more or less right over the transaxle. Sort of like the layout of like an old school tractor, right? And then it has like an enclosure that you could put on it, like a roof and windows. So like if you need to operate it in weather, you just put that on, and now it looks something like maybe a Model A Ford or a Model T Ford, something like that now, right? And then there's like a truck bed with the half track that you can mount onto it, and the tread would go over the rear wheels, which are the powered wheels. And now it looks sort of like a Model T truck, something like that. But the idea is that it would operate, as a tractor. I'm not looking to make this thing street legal. But one of the problems that I've had is a transmission. A transmission, because I have relatively weak engines available for something like this. Like maybe a Volkswagen engine, like an old school air-cooled Volkswagen engine. So we're looking at 40, 50 horsepower, right? Which is a lot, but that's at, that's peak. That's peak horsepower. So pretty low gearing is what we're looking for here, because we're looking to like pull heavy shit through a field. We're not looking to go 100 miles an hour on the freeway, right? So the transmissions that I have for these engines that just fit onto them aren't really geared correctly for what I want. So something like that might actually be nice. Just a thought. It's a project that I will probably die before I actually execute in any way, but yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there. Maybe somebody can use the idea to some degree.